Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Serpent and the Staglands. I'm here with BringItDon, and I have an idea. So last time I tried to go over this with everybody, it exploded, or something happened, and everyone died. I walked across it with just Seraphim, and it allowed him to pass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get past with just, with everybody, but as bats. They're still pressing it. Alright, never mind. That was a bad idea. Thought it was a good idea. I was wrong. I mean, because as bats, they should be able to press the buttons. Like, there was an Animorphs book, like, way back when I was in elementary school. And, I sent Seraphim across then. I guess it's the amount of people that go across at one time. Right? So, send one across at a time. But they had to infiltrate the alien base. I don't remember the names of all the creatures and everything in Animorphs, but what they ended up doing was turning into bats to infiltrate the base because there was a tunnel they had to get through. They had pressure sensors, sound sensors, the whole shebang, the whole shaboozle. And this is kind of irritating. But yeah, they used bats to get across it because again they weren't touching the sides. They didn't touch any of the pressure sensors or any of the sound sensors or what have you. Bunch of letters and notes. Gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I'm really sorry about that. All right, let's look at these notes. I have room for 2. Alright, letter to Octavian. Octavian, I have supplied the slavers in Foldea Mare with guards for my army, as you requested. I do not think I will find their loss of consequence, as the raids have been over for many months now, but the threat of danger keeps all but the most hardy travelers away, and those are easy enough to silence. Uh-oh. Look to your spies on the tower. Valerian seems loyal enough, but his defenses were not as strong as I'd like. He relies too heavily on the parasitic mists surrounding his fortress. With the majority of his guards on search, he could be easily overcome. Send word if you catch wind of Necholai. I begin to regret going along with your scheme for a fake siege, as helpful as it has been to divert the attention of the rest of the Staglands, for the wits of my soldiers leave something to be desired, and I grow wary of stale bread and salted meat. I attempted to engage the services of a spicer, but he has not yet made good on his delivery. I look forward to the fruition of your schemes, if only to leave behind camp fare, if nothing else. Unless you intend to let me rot here, hoping to reap all the rewards of your plans yourself, in which case you'll find a battle-hardened army at your doorstep. You are not the only one with immortal blood in your veins. I may not have your honeyed tongue and web of allies, but I find that brute force often is just as effective, don't you think? Your loving sister, Maya. And this one. To Octavian. Octavian, I heard word that your friends at the shipping guild caught that bootlicker Erline sneaking around their docks and sent him his way to the carrion god. Wasteful. I'm outraged you allow yourself to be served by such dolts. He would have been better use alive and in our hands, where I'm sure he could be forcibly persuaded to tell us Necholai's plans and disguise. For my soldiers, their lives would have been forfeit for such a mistake. Your sister, Maya. Alright, we probably drop these. Oh. Pick up this scribbled note. Second lighthouse, 12. Okay. Oh, the crank for the other lighthouse. I knew we were going to find it. I knew it. I'll bring that just in case I forget. I don't think that it's likely. I don't think that... Oh my goodness, I can't talk. I don't think that it's likely, but... Alright, let's walk through one at a time again. What? Okay. I'm gonna send one person through. Maybe he hit too many buttons. Maybe it's like the amount of buttons you press. I'm not sure. I'll send the one guy through then. I've already read the letters, not important. Maybe I should pick him up anyway. He might give me dialogue options. Let's drop. Alright, it's a quick save. Might be a bad idea to quick save here. I still have the hard save. Wish I knew how to actually get past that trap. Wonder if this has anything to do with it. Odd that I can't let that counselor out though. Like the constable didn't have a key or anything. It's possible the constable had no idea about it. The guy specifically said he'd never seen him down there. Let's actually just do this real quick. Makes it a little bit easier to travel, so I can see what's going on. And I enjoy seeing what's going on. So did I ever pick up that summoning horn? I did. For wolves, which aren't as effective as the spiders, I don't think. The spiders should poison, but it actually doesn't seem like they do. Crap, where are these lighthouses at? Here they are. I wonder what's going to be at the top of the lighthouse waiting for us. Or at the bottom of the lighthouse, I guess. Or under the lighthouse. Ooh. The marvels of engineering. It said 12, so I wonder if I have to turn it 12 times or if the number above it means 12. Which may not be the case, because that doesn't... Wait, is that rope tied to this one over here? Oh, it just keeps going. Oh, it opens this. That's what it looks like, anyway. This one already looks more elaborate than the other one. Well, hello. Alright. It said 12. So if I remember, I still have these written down. Alright. So that one's 5. Probably gonna need that one. Is there one for 7? Where's it at? No, we don't have a 7. We have a 4. And I think this one is 3. Boom. I'm actually not sure which way leads out. I think it's this one. This should lead up the lighthouse, right? And the other one should lead to... Yeah, alright. Nothing up here. This one should lead back out. And that should... Hate when it doesn't take me out the cell. Is that going to open this door up over here? It sure as crap did. Look at us. I didn't realize it's going to have another Octavian. Actually, no, that's a native. Those are native numbers. Which makes sense, because if they're the descendants of like the Wandering Lady, I mean, it shouldn't be like beyond their grasp to you know, understand the native numbers. I wonder what awaits us in here. I wonder if this is the end of the game. I mean, it's a giant fortress thing. Which I honestly thought was like a prison, but... Let's just mosey on in here and see what awaits us. Oh, some guards that are immediately hostile. Let's get them. Alright, and have Hevel on our side, and you can summon some spiders. Oh man, this guy's getting messed up. Yeah, these guards are no joke. Good to know. Yeah, Seraphim's getting messed up right there. Gotta play that a little more safe. Jeez. Pick up the emeralds. This guy's gonna turn on us any second now. By that I mean, I don't know, a minute? There's a door right there. Doesn't have a symbol on it though. It's blank. Oh, I can't save in this area. That's gonna be a little rough. It should be alright though. We should manage. He hasn't even got an attack off yet. Just been bashing him. Poor guy. Didn't have a chance. Alright. Still can't quick save in this area. That's fine. Just gotta remember that, because I keep trying to quick save. Alright, this leads us to another door. Let's go down first. I feel like up is gonna lead us to bigger. Oh, hello. Alright, I don't have a solution to this yet. Oh, oh, there we go. I wasn't clicking on the door. Yeah, I didn't see any, they didn't drop any notes or anything. So we're going up first and search for answers. Get him, guys! And then you will do this. And then you will summon your spiders. There we go. Get him! There we go. Now we're only fighting one guard at a time as well. That's good. Alright, let's get this guy. Oh, we gotta level up. Those two guys up here. I think it'd be a problem. Especially since our guard buddy was running the wrong way. What's her arrows looking like right now? 10? Oh, I gotta keep an eye on that. After we kill these fellows, we can level up. Also, we don't have any crossbow bolts to replace. I mean, he still has plenty. And he attacks very slowly. So that should be fine. Everybody group up, because I don't want him to focus on the squishies in the back when he comes to. Oh, nope. Didn't mean to pick up whatever I picked up. That was a shield. He's trying to run away, poor guy. I think she's out of arrows now, right? Yep. Alright, lock and load, big girl. Let's do it. Alright, let's pick up all the emeralds. Boop. Make sure everybody's at full health, and let's level up. Starting with you, give you some of that stuff. Boop. Combat abilities. You big guy, you're gonna just keep, sure, keep company with this. Why not? Not like he's really doing anything else anyway. Ooh, let's get him to 30. I feel like that's a good number to be at. Let's actually give him some more seismic bash. I keep putting in a blinding shield, but I feel like seismic bash is just as good. Can I give you 2 points? Yeah, that'd be best. Same dealio. Let's keep putting points into that. And shield bash. Boom. There we go. Everybody should be good. Wow, look at that health on that guy. Still can't save in here. That's fine. Didn't want to anyway. You'd ask anybody. Alright, up we go. Even further into the abyss. Uh-oh. Now we're in a bit of a pickle, aren't we? All these are blank. Which is a big problem. I'm gonna try something. Alright, that didn't help. Alright, so I need to figure out this puzzle. Let's head back down. Maybe there's an answer below. Again, I haven't seen any symbols. I haven't looked too thoroughly. But like, again, all these doors are blank, so why would I... Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any answers down here. I had that bird symbol outside, and 12 was the other solution. Maybe we could try that. Do like 1, 2, like 1, 2, and then that bird thing that's on the door outside. My first inclination, but it's probably wrong. I can find it. There it is. Let's try that. Alright, nothing happens. I feel like the bird is what we're gonna need to use, though. Oh no, the tower, the lighthouses have, lighthouses have symbols on them. Have the numbers. I shouldn't have to actually walk over there. I can just scroll down and look at the lighthouses, but I think that's our solution here. If you look here, that's whatever that is, 7, right? And the first one is what? Oh no, is that 0? I think it's 0. So 0, 7, and bird creature, right? Because we haven't used those for anything yet, I don't think. Those numbers above the lighthouses. So 0, 7, bird. I hope. Alright, yeah. That looks like what it's going to end up being, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and gotta go a little slowly because there's a bunch of these symbols like this. I don't want to have to scroll through them a second time. I guess I could leave and come back, it'll reset. Boom. Look at that. See? That wasn't hard. A little abstract for my... Oh my goodness! Okay. There's a bunch of guys in here. Good thing we just leveled up. Right? Hey, leave my squishies alone. What are y'all doing? Maybe we didn't aggro that other guard. Everybody, let's go. I mean, I feel like compared to like how many people inhabit the Staglands, which isn't a lot, we're killing a lot of people. Like per capita, we're killing a lot of people. This guard's gonna turn on us. It's gonna start topping people off while we wait. Because usually the last guard doesn't get a hit on us. There's nothing that hurts. Probably just walk past him as well. Again, I probably don't need emeralds at this point. I feel like I have the best armor in the game for each of my characters. But who am I to turn down money, you know? It's always nice to have. Alright, up we go. I guess I'd start having him cast spells instead of, that's why I can't save in here. Sorry, I need to specify her, I think. And then have your spiders come out. I'd like to focus the guard. I think he's already focused. Let's make sure. Is another guard in here? Nope. Let's have her stand on, like, closer to our tank companions. Let's probably go down here and grab these emeralds. And wait for him to turn. It'd be cool if there was like a surrounded debuff. Like when the enemy's surrounded, he gets like a lower, I don't know, attack rating or defense rating or something. Like when games add that. Like Total War does it, obviously. Or even just like flanking damage. A lot of games have that for their rogues. Damage from behind is amplified. Holy crap, I have been recording? Yes, I am. Okay. I was like, oh man. I don't remember hitting the record button. Yeah, we're going to finish exploring this place before we call it an episode. I don't actually know how long I've been recording. But the recording's been going over a little bit, and that's fine. Because I'm a little concerned I won't finish this game before Pathfinder Kingmaker comes out. And I am covering that on release day. So, stand by for excitement. I saw the guy up there, that's why I'm going this way first. Avoid confrontation while I explore. Still can't save. Ooh, stairs. Just loop back around to where that guy was. A whole bunch of guards. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, it's Octavian. A slender Varkov man with lustrous hair and a rich cloak stands at the top of the stairs, a hint of a smile lurking in his expression as he hungrily watches you ascend. His melodious voice calls out, its gentle cadences at odds with the intimidating fan of guards surrounding him. A door locks quietly in the background, and I'll step forward to speak. I believe thanks are in order, for it's such a pleasure to be proven right, and you have granted me that joy. I assured my sister Maya that our wits must have come from our father, and you'd be canny enough to find your way to my doorstep. And here you are. Then you must be my son. In the flesh, or the half-flesh, more accurately. I never managed to coax the sordid details of your affair with my mother out of my grandmother. But I'm sure you'll remember a young Xana you seduced one solstice eve. Fair as a spring morning, I was told. My twin sister looks nothing like her, sadly. She must have inherited your figure. Yes, I remember the Xana you speak of, though I did not know she bore my children. You bore your children and died doing it. My sister and I were left at the hands of my grandmother, who, bless her departed soul, wasn't as sound of mind as two young demigods might have wished. You knew her, I believe, at one point. She is commonly referred to as the Wandering Lady, although mayhaps she has a different name amongst the gods. The god of portals? I did not know she had a daughter. I mean, we did because we read the notes previously. I'm kind of sad that didn't come up in conversation. She certainly had her bad days, although when her daughter died, she began nurturing a hatred for you that would become an obsession. Such a waste for so powerful a god. This is why I don't bother with emotions at all. A poor use of energy that could be better spent manipulating your enemies and building a following of blind devotees. Is she the reason my portal was blocked? Did she close it? She died. Like, come on. How clever of you to put those pieces together. I'm glad to know... Ooh, my father has at least the wits of a farm child. Jeez Louise, I can't read. Obviously she closed your portal, for who else has that power? Or had, I should say, for she took her life to cast the spell, although I can't say I did much to persuade her to live, for her revenge fell in most conveniently with my own plans. I find your coldness disgusting. She raised you, and speak of her death as if you desired it. She craved her own death, and an end to her mental anguish. I merely helped make it as spectacular as a god of her power deserved. My desires aside, I was merely helping her fulfill her wishes. Some might call it a generous act, for what villain would coerce her to remain trapped in the jagged prison of her mind? You can twist words around, but generous I doubt you are. Tell me, how did closing the portal help your plans? If you insist, I was enjoying our pleasantries, but I can how you might find this urgent. Okay. My plans have been in the works for so long, you must excuse me for drawing out this moment. It's been no small undertaking, and I'm quite elated to see the last piece finally fall into place. Stop toying with me and get on with your tale. It's only curiosity that has kept me from cutting you down. Right, where was I? Oh yes, my dear grandmother slammed your portal shut with her dying breath, timed at the solstice when she knew you'd be masquerading about in the Staglands, as you do every year. You're not very discreet, you know. Is that meant to be an insult? My goal is not discretion, but to mingle with the mortals of my favorite land. Indeed, your intentions are not on trial. I merely meant to indicate it was not difficult to trap you on the Staglands, as you're nigh as predictable as the waxing and waning of your moon. That went smoothly enough, though the farce that followed might have been the work of an amateur. It was so poorly executed. What farce? You never meant to wander the Staglands like a lost puppy. I had servants positioned in Lumentarg to seek out faces that did not belong, possibly disguised, and if that failed, to stop anyone leaving the temple the next day. Though I did not imagine you'd be so crass as to run immediately. And what would you have done if you found me? I cannot fathom a scenario where I'd wish to be a pawn in your plans. I never intended danger for you, my dear Necholai. Do I appear to be such a villain as that? I am not the Wandering Lady to be nursing grudges. I merely wish an audience with you. It seems you went to extreme measures to obtain it, when you might have simply left a message with my priest. Oh, but you might have ignored it. And then what a heartbroken boy I would be. No, you'll find when you get to know me that I'm most thorough in carrying out my ambitions, and I do like to arrange things on my terms. I do admire your ambition, though I would have preferred you to have chosen a different target. Well, I'm sure my mother would have preferred not to have been seduced by a god and left with his twins. But fate did not intervene for her, and it will not intervene for you. I will alleviate your fears right now, though, for you are not condemned to this mortal body forever. I have a deal for you. Go on. I was not lucky enough to have inherited any of your power over the moon, although frankly it's not a very exciting domain. I cannot fathom why you chose it. Anyway, fortune was kind to me, and some of grandmother's skill with portals seems to have dripped into my blood, and I watched and studied her most closely as a child to learn what I could do. Ah, so you can open a portal for me. What is it you wish in return? Indeed, I cannot create portals, but I have tested the strength of your broken one, and I am confident I can restore it. I only ask one thing in return, and you can be free of the Staglands and free of the dangers of gallivanting around as a mortal. I'm not eager to help you, but I admit I'm intrigued. What is it? Nothing too taxing. I just need you to bend the path of your moon ever so slightly, just enough to raise the tides near the shore of Corum and sink the entire city and coastline under the sea. I cannot have heard you correctly. You wish me to sink an entire city? What have those in it? How can you ask such a thing? Does it matter? It is filled with mortals, and they... sorry. Does it matter? It is filled with mortals, and they will die now, or they will die in a year or 5 years. It cannot make a difference to a god. It does make a difference, for it is wrong. I cannot condone such wanton waste of life. What could be worth this? There we go. Power, Necholai, and wealth. I've long wished to rule the Staglands, and commerce and riches, if not in terms of actual governing. Although I am sure the counselors will be most amenable to my desire to create a head counselor position when I hold the reins to trade in the Staglands. For without a port city, the peninsula will have no resources and no hope. But you'll be drowning the only port city in the peninsula. No, I'm drowning my competition. Look what we're standing on, Necholai. I've been building lighthouses down the coast for the past year, so ships can land here. I've been supplying my consul with cheap lumber, and the town has grown tenfold. In another year, Istahel will be the size of Corum, and all trade and wealth will flow through her coffers. You cannot only be doing this for to fatten your purse. There must be something else. The price is too high. Wealth is just one of many reasons, though it is not to be undervalued. Prestige, power, control, these are what I crave. I'll have every counselor, every guildmaster, every constable and arbiter eating out my hand, dancing to my songs. But why do this, you ask? Because I can, Necholai. Because politics are a game, and I am more clever and stronger than any other player. Well, I mean, because you have a god, potentially, in your pocket. I mean, that's kind of a... Get cheating, man. Okay. That may be, and you may be more clever than I, but I do not I don't want to admit that. But I do not have to agree, though it will cost me my moon and mayhap my life. You might call me a monster, but I have been paying attention to the trail of blood that you've been leaving in your wake as you've rampaged through the Staglands. I'm not sure what moral high ground you're invoking by calling my deeds worse than your own. What? I'm not calling for the near genocide of the Octavian race by drowning their city. No, let's recount a few of your more interesting encounters on the peninsula. Do you recall the natives? If not, you won't be alone, for no one will recall them soon at all, as you poisoned a lot of them with that gift you gave the ambassador. I was merely trying to help the settlers of Immortality. I was saving them. What? I assumed that it was a trap, but... They raised me, did you know that? And they were brutalized from the moment the Octavians washed ashore and declared the dirt below them their own. They were killed without mercy for doing nothing but existing on a plot of land and a purple wanted. That's right, because Octavians are purple. Funny, I don't have any in my party. Am I racist? No, because the Moonlord saved them. Yeah, whatever. Barbarians, they certainly were, but I asked if the colonists were not more cruel. I suppose I cannot say that colonists were completely faultless. What are the towns you visited? Only pleasant hellos and fair bartering? I'm sure I left no cause for complaints. I'm surprised there was anyone left to report on your deeds, for you had no heart for the innocents, even the ones that had nothing against you. Tell me again, how is causing the death of every man, woman, and child in an entire town different than sinking Corum? Is he talking about Lumentarg? Because there is no way I would have known the repercussions of my actions by sending those Leylays south. How would I have known that? Actually, that was more east than south anyway. They said the Leylays were going south, but they went east to Lumentarg. I wish I could pull up the map right now so I could show you. That's not my fault. Well, it was a smaller... See, there's no defense for that. What? I was resolving a conflict without violence. I was sending the creatures away. Man. And tell me, when you visited my sister, was the reunion loving and tender, like a father meeting his daughter for the first time should be? She had done nothing to harm you after all. These plans are largely my doing. I can't say I was very friendly, no. As you say, and what of invoking your soul-binding powers? Can you tell me you never once took the will of a mortal? No, and you have no proof. I didn't soul-bind anybody. And did you meet any bandits or thugs on the road and leave them lying in their own blood? You might have shown them mercy. You were more powerful than they. You might have merely disabled them or allowed them to flee. It's a harsh land, and many an honest man has unwillingly turned to crime to feed his family. You didn't have to cut them all down. They attacked me first. They made a choice to choose crime over starvation. Listen to yourself. You have no empathy at all for mortals. I could drown Corum in the amount of blood you've spilled. You stew over the deal I've given you like I'm asking you to do something terrible, but really, you've already killed as many in your time here. Who is the villain, I ask? But you were cold-blooded, and your plan is cruel and calculating. I was merely meting out justice. Hear me, Necholai. I'm not judging you. I'm merely trying to make this easier for you. If you had no qualms ravaging the Staglands already, you need not have any worries doing this one small task for me. It's no different, just more of the same. Can I not... What? No. I'm not... Son of a gun. Is there really no way to turn it down? And think about it. You can wash your hands of guilt if you were forced into this. You're the real victim here. Manipulated and forced from your home, constantly near death and starvation. Truly, what other option was there? Vol needs its Moonlord. You're a god after all. What would we do without you? Are you kidding me? I can't reject him? But see, he brought up specific things. I think if I did those differently, I could reject him. But how was I supposed to know the Leylays were going to cause that in the town? Like, I was trying to resolve a conflict without violence. It wasn't my fault that the monsters overran the town. In no way was that my fault. This is bullcrap, man. I'm upset. I don't even want to click on this. I don't even want to continue this. Like, there's no way for me to reject him in this situation. Like, was I supposed to avoid all the bandits? Because I was going to kill the bandits. Like, that's easy XP. Come on, man. Wonderful. I know you'd see reason eventually. We're not so different, you and I. Hold a moment. I'll relink your portal. Very well. I will do as promised. It will take no less than a fortnight, and the city of Corum will be underwater. Truly, this has been a pleasure. I must say farewell, though. So many plans to set in motion. I imagine you won't want to show your face again in the Staglands, as I intend to blame Corum's demise on you, I guess. So if we don't meet again, know that I am most grateful, and will remember you fondly. Goodbye, Necholai. May the moonlight guide your path. I hate this guy. I hate the ending of this game. This is upsetting. Son of a gun. As Octavian and his guard leaves the tower, the unbound companions give a cry and hurl themselves at you. Oh, I hate this ending so much. So much. I should probably take her out first. Can I even fight them? I can't even fight them, I'm just standing here. I'm like frozen in place. They can't puncture my armor. Like, they're all doing physical damage. I am a god. Oh, he did 4 damage. Oh shoot, I need to be more careful. I can't attack anybody though. I'm stuck. I can't do anything. I'm gonna load. What's the most recent one? 916, 917. So yeah, probably the autosave. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can talk to him another way and see if I can reject his offer, because that's like I don't have a choice. That's upsetting. Also, I can't find my companions there. I think it bugged out. I don't know if I opened up the door up top yet. I don't think I have. Oh, I guess I haven't been through here yet. Well, shoot. Alright, so 0, 7, and a bird. Actually, go ahead and heal this guy up while I'm thinking about it. I'm mostly doing this, despite the ending that I get, I want to actually be able to finish the game, but my character froze, so I couldn't finish the game. I'm not trying to skimp out on the ending. I'll take the ending I deserve, I guess, but I mean, how was I ever supposed to know that I deserved that end? Like, I was gonna get that. You know? I just didn't seem right. I feel like I got gimped on the ending. But we'll rush through this real quick, we'll kill these guys, get up top. Rush to the conversation real quick. Maybe choose different answers, see if I can reject him. I really want to reject him. Like, I don't want to have to kill all my companions either. They don't deserve that. They've been through me thick and thin, man. So, that's the ending I get. I'm gonna be so upset. Because honestly, I was trying to make the best decisions I could the entire game. I feel like, anyway. Like, again, I sent the Lele's away without having to kill them. Because they were sentient creatures. It's like, there's no need to kill them if I can talk them out of it. Actually, I don't think there's a way for me to even kill them. I don't remember, actually. It's been a while, but... Come on. Give me a better ending than that. I don't want to sink an entire city. I'm a good guy. I want to fight my companions, so I want to fight with them to the bitter end. The companions and myself versus the world. Alright, let's get that guy on our side. Do I have to actually fight this guy, or can I just keep going upstairs? Yeah, just keep going upstairs. Just ignore him. Oh, here he comes. He's chasing me. Oh man, am I stuck up here now? There we go. Let's get out of here. Alright. Alright, let's talk to him. Yeah, let's see if I just threaten him the whole time. Yeah, I'm always scared for those on Vol. The guard got free will again. I want to destroy him. Let me destroy him. Yeah, it's gonna bring up the same crap. Again, I don't want that, but alright, sure. Come on, man, really? Son of a gun. Oh, so frustrating. Can I do anything this time? I still can't do anything. I'm still trapped here. I still can't attack or do anything. I think the game might be bugged here. Oh, there we go. I can move. I ended up moving. Did I really just not do anything? Let's look up the linguist word of powers real quick. Let's see if I can just cast anything real quick. Let's do like Mind Seer. So I can cast spells, but I can't attack them. I'm still frozen in that animation. That's weird. Yeah, I'm still stuck in like the animation, so I can't click on most of these places. I don't know what supposed to do here. Just keep clicking on this until it works. I can't believe I didn't get the good ending. Like, I tried my best to do good. Like, there's no way to know your repercussions in that way. Like, a lot of those acts can't be considered evil. I thought maybe just soul binding people would have like affected the ending, because I knew there were multiple endings. I didn't know how it was gonna play out. Like the fact that I just can't reject that guy. Like I don't have a choice in the matter. I can't just reject him. Yes, I don't actually know what happens here. I can't fight back. I can't leave. This might be the end of the Let's Play. Shoot. I hate to leave it on this note, but I guess I can summarize it while I'm getting attacked by my companions. Maybe they're supposed to kill me. Maybe that's supposed to be the ending. It's gonna be really hard for them to do, though. I'm not gonna give in easily. I always, I have plenty of healing items. Like I'm not going down. But the it was a fantastic game. I love the game. I mean, again, it was developed by two people, a husband and a wife, and obviously they had their Kickstarters. But like, it was two people made this game. And honestly, for the most part, it was, I think, better put together than a lot of like the mainstream indie games. It ran well for the most part. There's a couple quirks here and there. The beginning's really difficult, as most CRPGs are. But it was fun. Like, it kept me enticed. The story was, you know, it was there. And again, I like not having quest markers. Like, they just kind of tell you a big idea, like, oh, he's here in this city to the east, so you have to go to the east and find that city. The Airline's Handbook, I'm on the fence about. I feel like that's something that could have been implemented in the game. Because there's a lot of things in the handbook for the side stuff that you needed to have in the, like, you had to have the handbook to do a lot of the side stuff in the game, like the tombs. I would have never known to put new free at the beginning of the like the words for the tombs to enter the tombs. I'm not happy with the ending, obviously. It was I'm super disappointed that I can't just reject that guy. Now, the choices I made in the game, the way that I made them, the way I went about making them, shouldn't have given me this ending. Because again, everything I decided up to this point was strictly to, like, it was all for good. I tried to make the best decisions possible for the, like, you know, people and creatures. I wonder if I just made one of those choices differently, if it would have changed the ending. Regardless, I feel like I should still be able to reject that guy. I'm upset that I can't reject him. I wonder what level did I ended up being level 13 at the end. That's pretty good. I read somewhere someone ended up being like level 11 when they beat the game, so I'm a little above that. Oh, doesn't look like I have that other perk for the bonus 5 health anymore. I do feel like I don't mind the like the 1d13, the way they describe damage rolls in the game, because I'm used to it. But if they want to open it up to a wider audience, which I know they were going for, like the classic RPGs like Baldur's Gate and everything. But if they want to open it up to a wider audience, they should at least have the option to change it to regular damage rolls, so just like 1 to 13. Because some people, when they look at it, like, they don't know what they're looking at. Even me, sometimes, like, it'll take me a second to look at it, like, wait a second, what am I doing here? Like, they could have simplified this a little bit. At the very least, give it, like, a summary, like, here's your overall damage or something, like, based on, like, your DPS based on, like, your attack speed and, like, your damage and everything. Like, here's your overall, like, DPS. They could have summarized a couple things a little better. But overall, I mean, again, for 2 people making the game, it's fantastic. It's a real treat. They're actually coming out with another game. It's like a cyberpunk. I don't know all the details. I've vaguely been keeping up with it. But after this game, you can start expecting 2 games on my channel at any given time. So I'll be doing, like, in this case I did We Happy Few and Serpent and the Staglands. One of those 2 games will be either a tactical RPG or a CRPG at any given time. Following this, I do plan on covering Pathfinder Kingmaker when it releases on the 25th of September, so in like 8 days, I think. I'm excited to play that game. I'm excited to play this game. I put it off a little bit longer than I probably should have. Which is fine. I mean, they fixed, I guess, most of the bugs they had on the release, so I'm glad I waited to play it. But then, you know, there's this going on here. Pop a potion. Whoa! Did I use all 8 of those at one time? Okay, game. Anyway, I think this might be bugged. I'm not sure if there's an actual ending to the game or not. But I enjoyed it for the most part, except for the ending, of course. I don't like how I was kind of forced into that decision. But other than that, yeah, good game, good CRPG. And if you really need to scratch that itch and you're tired of playing like Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dales over and over again, definitely give this a try. I think I got it for $14 on Steam, and I definitely got my money's worth. I don't see me replaying it just to get a different ending and make those decisions differently. Though I do wish I got the good ending, because I don't think that's the good ending. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in the next Let's Play.